Alrighty, welcome to episode 28 of Black Hole's Let's Play series. Well, we've got quite a bit of fuel now. Let's come up here and check on it. 387 buckets of fuel. And look at that, it's not even like a quarter filled. So yeah. So, I think I'm finally in a position. Well, I'm finally stable is what I would call it. I have all my machines and equipment, got infrastructure, I've got power, I've got fuel, I've got everything I need to worry less about stuff that I need to do and consider more stuff that would just be fun to do. So right at the top of my list of fun things I've been wanting to get into is a mod called Thaumcraft. Sort of magic based, which is unusual for me, but sort of a interesting take on magic. Anyway, in order to get started in Thaumcraft, what you need is a wand made with some of these shards. One of these shards. These are the Thaumcraft shards. I guess I have the most earth shards. Doesn't matter which one. A stick and a gold nugget. And for some reason it doesn't work in NEI, which is why I'm crafting it by hand instead of using NEI. There we go, and you get yourself the first magic wand, the Wand of the Apprentice. The next thing you need is a bookshelf. Oh boy, librarian. Okay. Place your bookshelf on the ground anywhere. And then right click. Oh, look, the Wand of the Apprentice is already filling up with magic power. 50 Vis. Right click on the bookshelf. And you get your Thaumanomicon. Right click while holding the Thaumanomicon to open it up and show you a big menu based on the achievements page. Everything in here these are all research. You have to, in order to be able to craft anything with Thaumcraft or know anything, you have to research it. So even if you know the recipe, you can't use it until you research it. And then up here are a whole bunch of things that explain all the different stuff about Thaumcraft. Everything you need to know is explained in-game, which is really nice. Talk about great wood trees, silver wood trees, shimmer leaves, cinder pearls, infused ore, flux, the aura, aspects of magic, knowledge fragments, new enchantments just for Thaumcraft things. The Thaumanomicon itself. Told you how to make it. Of course, you already need to know how to make it in order to get here. And tables. Table. Research table. The research table is created by placing two tables next to each other and then clicking on them with the scribing tools. Scribing tools being... What the what? That's not scribing tools. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, you just need a glass bottle, an ink sac, and a feather. That was really weird, I don't know what's going on with that. And then the tables are just wood with planks. Here we go. I'm gonna get 3 of these. Okay, I'm just gonna put them down here, as always, just to show you what it looks like. Bam. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. If you break it, my fish should probably be good enough. Alright, well, never mind. Chainsaw. you do get the scribing tools back. As usual, I'm going to put these in the floor. Whoop. Cool. And then another thing which you'll need is the arcane work table. Basically, it's a crafting table, but you can also use it for certain magical recipes. Right click on it with a wand. Crafting table with a magic wand slot. Okay, now let's get started doing some research. These things that are blinking here are the things that you can research right now. And just like achievements, it doesn't tell you anything about it. So, you have to figure things out on your own. I, of course, know all this research, but I'm going to pretend that I don't. Let's see. Looks kind of like a flamey thingy. Let's get some coal. You might have noticed if I hold shift while hovering over something, it shows these little icons above it, up there, on everything. Those are from Thaumcraft. Those are the Thaumcraft aspects. Those are the aspects that are connected with whatever it is that's stuff. I mean coal. That's flame. Actually, let me just put it in the research table. Okay. In order to research something, you put it over here in one of these slots. Okay. It's got potentia, power, energy, strength, ignis, fire, heat, burn, light, and saxum, earth, stone, ground, foundation. So those are the aspects, the magical sort of elements that make up coal. And you research the aspects with a piece of paper and hitting this button to discover things about it in order to start researching one of these things. It's a little, again, if you really want a lot more detail about how this works, you can just read it up. The aspects of magic. Aspects determine the object's makeup and bend towards the magical elements. A simple stone may possess the aspect of saxum or stone, while more complex items like trees or even creatures can be made up of various different aspects. There are close to 50 known aspects, with more being discovered all the time. Yeah, there's a lot of aspects, and some of them are much easier to find than others. Anyway, you put your paper down here, you put whatever you want to research over here, and then this bar, cursory or thorough, can determine the likelihood of cursory research. You're less likely to lose the item, because you will lose things when you research stuff, but you don't get as much research out of it. Thorough, you're more likely to get something good from it, but you're more likely to lose it. I would do that most of the time. It's just cursory just isn't really worth it. So, let's get started researching. Click the button once. Bam. I used up a piece of paper in order to make a research notes. Unknown theory. I hover over this, and it's just a bunch of gibberish. These two things here are two aspects, meaning that whatever I'm researching, there are two aspects to it. At least two. Boom. Hit it again, it uses up another piece of coal. Ignis. So now I know that one of these aspects is ignis. And I've got 50% of it. So you need to get 100% of all the aspects in order to know what it is. Let's hit it again. Need another piece of coal. 75. Still obscured. Oh! The research notes now tells you what you're researching. Nitor. Of course, that doesn't really help you sometimes. Sometimes it helps you, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, if you don't know what Nitor is, it doesn't help. Let's keep going. See, it's using up a piece of coal every time now it's giving me something. Okay. Ignis is 100%. You see these little lightning bolt thingies around it? 100%. Got all the ignis. Potentia, 50% complete. So I know the second thing is potentia. Still doesn't tell me. Okay, but now it tells me that the whole thing is 40% complete. So the more you research, the more you know about it, the more information you know about what you're doing. Oh, see, there's another one. Aha, once you get over 50% total, it will show you however many aspects you're missing. So it'll bring up all the obscurest ones, however many unknown ones there still are left, and it will. This thing now tells you actual words to describe the thing, so help you out with the last few aspects. This glowing flame seems to be powered by magic itself. The number of uses for an ever-burning flame seems endless, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to produce much heat, although it could prove to be a steady source of light and energy. These things are always very good hints. Flame, light, energy. Okay, so we got the 100% potentia. Flame, energy. What could the last one be? Well, it said flame, light, or energy, and torches have light. Click, click, click. Yes, lux, light. Bam. Okay. When you finally get 100%, the research notes turns into a discovery. Take this out of the table, and you can look at it. It just says the same thing that was said in the table. Right click on it, and you get research completed, Nitor. Check my Thaumcraft, and here it is, and then you can click on it, and it will tell you what it is, how to make it, what it does, all the other rest of the information. This flame to be used by power itself, essential light and energy. Okay, that's actually the exact same thing. It's not normally the exact same thing. Nitor can be placed in the world to act as a magical light source. Interesting. Now over here is the recipe in a crucible. I guess I should make a crucible up here. To craft a crucible, you must simply use your wand on a cauldron placed in the world. Crucible is an important tool, allows to render physical objects to a component essentially and recombine it as he wishes. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, I need to make one of those. We need a cauldron. Whatever. Just get the. Cauldron has an A. Okay, now this thing is gonna be really awkward to try and fit in this room somehow. Really, really awkward. In fact, it's probably just gonna be impossible, and as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna have to use. Oh, hey, water infused stone, cool. I'm gonna have to build this one somewhere else. Probably back here where I'm gonna have a more Thaumcrafty room. Okay, place the cauldron down, get your wand, right click. Okay, you've got a cauldron, or a crucible. The crucible needs to be heated. And you can do this with a source of lava directly underneath it, or flame. So I'm going to get some netherrack, and then flint and do I not have? Oh, it's probably in my. There we go. Okay, and then you just need to fill it with water. I've got to get a better source of water. Which I guess I'm going to be doing right now. Okay, place the water in there. and it will, if it's over a heat source, it'll start to boil after a while. Okay, now that we got that, let's actually look at how to craft something with it. Okay, so Vis is magical energy. This wand can hold 50 of it. So technically, technically I can only craft 10 of these at a time. Not that I'm going to be trying. These here are the Essentia recipe, basically. You need to put items with these Essentia amounts in there in order to make a recipe. Hit it with the wand, and then make the stuff. Whatever it is you're making, in this case. Nitor. 4 Ignis, 4 Potentia, 6 Lux. So I have 2 coal and 6 torches. Okay, just throw them in. Then right click it with a wand. And there you go. I got some Nitor. This is perfect, actually. That is so awesome. Thaumcraft is a very beautiful mod. Everything looks really good. Look at that. That is amazing. It's basically a torch, but I don't have to put it on a wall. I can put it on the ceiling. Yes. It has some other uses too. So, let's look at something else. Actually, I think I'm gonna do what. The thing about the research, though, is that it's fun, but only if you don't know what you're doing, or I mean, you don't know what everything is. So basically, if I show you how to research every single thing, that wouldn't be very fun for you, because it would be more fun if you were to play it and figure it out. Plus, it's just lots of clicking and stuff. But I hope I've at least explained the basics of how to understand what all this stuff is and how to use it. Substance throttles with fire energy more you always have size bomb. Maybe unstable would probably make good sorts of fuel. Again, I already know what I'm doing, so that kind of helps. And if you do know what you're doing, you can go through it pretty fast. Elementum. Bam. So it's again, it's sort of like the research page here works kind of like the achievement page. So once you get these 3, you'll get this one. Once you get this one, you get that one, and then you can unlock everything along. Over here, these things are actually by an add-on to Thaumcraft. These are not normally there. That's magic bees. But anyway, and that's also from an add-on from better storage. Anyway, I'm gonna do some research and then I'll be back with something cool. And in no time at all, I have got unified thaumic field theory. Got all these ones, all these ones. This is sort of the a major breakthrough, breaking from the very basic beginning stuff to the real good stuff down here. So yeah, obviously I went through it pretty quickly, but that's only because A, I knew what I was doing, and B, I have endless amounts of materials to throw at it. Because I mean, I really did use quite a bit of stuff. Couple of pro tips here. Seeds have the permutatio aspect, the little arrow things, permuto. Very important, very useful. Carrots are a great source of vism, sight. Strength's pretty obvious. Chiseled sandstone is a source of magic. Magic, the purple one there, is one of the harder ones to get, and it's on more expensive things. But it's on chiseled sandstone. Uh, Redstone repeaters are a source of time back there. The only other one I know of is clocks, which I think are a little bit more expensive. Redstone repeaters, okay. Crafting tables are a great source of the anvil one. What's it called? Fabrico. Not a commonly used one, but it's great for from crafting tables. Flint gives you the tool aspect, which you could use from any kind of wood shovels or hoes or whatever, but I think flint's better. Leather has the armor aspect, which you could also get from, again, I've heard people using, like iron boots or whatever, but leather has it too. Buttons are a great source of the machine one, machina, which is otherwise is only other found in redstone. Redstone has machina and everything made from redstone, like the redstone repeater here. But buttons have it too, cheaper. Nether wart is, I believe, just about the only source of flux mutato. That's a hard one to get. Nether wart's pretty important for that. Anyway, so I got the unified Thaumic theory. It leads to a bunch of these neat wands and all kinds of stuff. Golems are something I really want and probably will work towards right away. Kind of the main reason I even want this at all. But now that I got the unified Thaumic theory, I can make the Wand of the Adept and an infusion altar, which is a block that I already learned how to make up here. By the way, when you're researching things, make sure to read all the pages, because it's very important. But anyway, start over. Wand. Make a better wand that holds more V's. I'm going to need to do it in an infusion table. To make the infusion table, you need 4 of these arcane stone blocks. Now to make those, you need thaumium, which is right here. Magical metal. You combine metal and magic. So let's do that. I'm going to need 4 of those ingots. So each one requires 8 metallum, which is exactly how much iron has. And then they each require 4 magic. So that's 16. 4 times 4, yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of extra stuff. Alright, 4 thaumium ingots. Okay, now I need some stone. In the arcane work table. When you put the recipe in there, it's not going to show anything. You have to have a wand down here. Now you can use it for regular crafting, but if you want to use these ones, you got to put the wand there to get your arcane stone blocks. Okay, I'm going to have to really work on this room, probably between episodes. But until then, I can just place these down here, just in or in this pattern. Click with a wand, and they all form together into a multi-block structure for crafting things. And the infusion altar. Okay. Now, the infusion altar uses essence from the crucible. So you see here you need you need a wand. This is a crafting recipe. You need the wand. You need one of each of these shards in this order. You need another wand to hit it with 50 Vs. So you need two wands, one to craft it with. Let's see, put this here. So I need another wand. Oh, check it out how the wands render on top of it. And you need 16 magic in a crucible nearby. So let me just get another wand. I don't know why fire ones are so much more rare than the others. It's odd. Okay, like that, and then it has to be in the same order. Air, water, fire, earth. Air, water, fire, earth. Okay, when you get all this in, it'll show you the last thing, the essence you need, 16 magic, which I happen to have. So, throw these in here. And now it appears, and now there's the Wand of the Adept. Bam. Holds 250 Vs instead of only 50. It's a lot more. Okay. That'll be useful for some of these further things. But I think that might be enough for just this episode. So between this one and the next one, I'm going to research more stuff. I'm especially looking for golems. I'll probably shoot for golems. Maybe get some of the other things. Try and get a lot of the Thaumcraft stuff done. I'm going to try and avoid this one at all costs because it's kind of annoying if you don't get into it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Come back next time. I'll definitely have some golems. Whether I research them partly on screen or off, I don't know, but I will have golems by the next episode, and I will show you how totally freaking awesome they are. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. I put this is a gated track. The gate is part of the track, and these two fences, of course, and then some detector rails so that the cart will come along and activate the redstone, open the gate, go through, close the gate, so that the cart can move in and out of here without having to worry about monsters finding their way in. So anyway, yeah, see you later.